everyone. I am Kathy from Kathy Creates, where I try to inspire you to create. Come on into the craft room and we will get this started. I'm going to get us pulled up over here so I can see comments. Make sure you're commenting for a chance at Happy Mail. We pull Happy Mail about once a month, right on or around the 13th of every month. And we send you something from one of our kits usually, or a completed kit. Not a completed kit, a complete kit for you to complete. So, as well as some craft supplies usually. Okay, so tonight what I have for you is I have this like vintage piece that I think we're going to use tonight. And I'm going to do it on the bottom so we can still use this if we decide to later. I'm going to pull this out for now. Okay, this was a vintage piece that I thrifted, I believe at a garage sale, actually. But we're not going to destroy it, so that way if we decide to, you know, put like a little floral arrangement or something in here later, we can. We're just going to use the bottom of it right now as a surface. Okay, so let me get us pulled up over here and we will get started. How is everybody tonight? We are doing well. It is very warm here, very unseasonably warm, which is very strange for this time of year in Ohio. Let's see, and there's Miss Cheryl and Bonnie and Kelly and Mel. Hello, 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 everyone. Okay. Thank you, Kelly, for sprinkling. I appreciate that so much. Let me get us pulled up. Why is this not cooperating? This is weird. There we go. This is what it's supposed to look like. Welcome, Pat. Okay, so I did link Digital Deco Design in the top up there in the description of my video, because I am now an affiliate of hers, and it's Kathy from Digital Deco Design. She's got some amazing prints, and I've got these, which I think are just gorgeous. And we're going to use one of these tonight, and we are going to decoupage it onto this box, but I am going to paint the box first. And we are going to do it in the distressed version that you guys know I love. So I'm debating, I think we'll just do the wax. We're going to do the wax method because it takes too long to dry the other way. Hey, Miss Tracy. Welcome, welcome. Hello, Belle's Creative Studio. Hello, hello. So I'm going to do the wax method. So all you got to do for the wax is just here and there, we're going to put some wax. I'm really going to pay attention to these corners because this is going to be, I love the like dovetailing details on this little box. So we're going to do that. This top, I don't think it's going to show much. We'll add a little. I don't think it's going to make any difference though, because we're going to cover that with the decoupage. Okay. Whoops. We're going to put some more here, especially on those corners, and then just kind of here and there. Okay, so we've got that all waxed up. So let's go ahead and paint it. We're just going to paint it white. It is a well-made box, and there's no markings on it, so I have no idea how old it is. The handle makes it look old. I don't know that it really is, because it has this little handle right here. So, you know, you could do it like so and hang. We're going to just do the bottom. We're going to paint the whole top or the sides and the bottom, but we're going to use it as a surface this way. But by only painting or only putting the decoupage on this side, if we decide to use it this way, we can. So it'll be a double duty piece. And I like that. You had rain all day. It's been gorgeous here. It was, I think, 85, 86, something like that. I mean, crazy warm for this time of year in Ohio. It's not supposed to be that warm. So that was a little disturbing, I guess you could say. It's it's a little scary because what is our summer going to be? Because this is typically our summer weather. And it's only April, so we're a little concerned about what's coming. I mean, we get into the 90s, but not usually for any length of time. It's usually just for a day or two, and then it'll cool back down into the 80s. So we're a little concerned. Thanks, Lynn. Thanks for sprinkling. I appreciate that. Oh, shoot. I didn't bring in. I wanted to show you guys. Maybe at the end I'll ask Bob to bring it in. I have a brand new kit for Mother's Day that the kiddos can paint. Well, there's really not much painting to it, but they can put their handprints on it. If you saw my post over the weekend, I made a post for it. And it is just the most precious thing. And I had the grandkids make me one, and they made one for Mommy. And I love it. And I tried to come up with as many names as I could think of that people call their grandmas and their mommies. So we have like Gigi, Mimi, Grammy, Granny, Grandma. Gosh, I can't even remember. I think there's like 15 or 16 different names, all for Mommy and Grandma. And then I did do one for Aunt and Auntie. So if somebody wanted to give that as a gift to, you know, a special aunt, they could as well. That is on the website. Crafting bottles get tired of going through boxes from storage. Oh, I don't blame you. Crafting's way more fun than doing that, Miss Tracy. Yep, got Nana. That's one of them. Meemaw. That's one of them. I tried to think of every possible name I could come up with that people call grandmas. Okay, so now we're going to paint the top here. We're probably going to have to do a couple of coats because it's kind of absorbing. This wood must be super dry because it's very much absorbing. Hey, Mom, text Bob and ask him to bring in my grandma sign. Because that is out in the living room. And I want to show y'all because it's super cute. And I meant to grab it before I came in and I did not. Okay. So we've got the first coat on. We're going to go ahead and give this a dry. We're going to do a second coat, then we'll go back with our scraper and scrape it. So let me get my heat tool. Yep, Auntie. Yep, Auntie's one of them. Hello, Mariana, German from Nebraska. Ooh, I don't know if I got Gaga. I got Gigi. I don't know that I got Gaga. That might be one I need to throw on there, Miss Bonnie. You can always add more names. That's not a problem. Nana, yep, I've got Nana. That's one of them I have on there. Baba. Yep, I don't have that one either. See, I knew you guys could come up with some good ones for me. Okay. Actually, I kind of like this. I don't think I'm going to put a second coat on because I like the distressed look that it's given. So I think we're going to call this done. And we're going to take our scraper to it next. I'm just going to get it good and dry. Okay, I think we're dry. Whoops, it's going to fall in the trash can. I think it's pretty much dry. It's just kind of a little damp in a couple spots. Okay. Where's my tool? I just saw it a second ago. Here it is. Okay, so the moment of truth. So all you do is you go up and down. Wherever we put that wax is where it's going to peel that paint off. And over these, I'm going to have to do it kind of, where these dovetails are, it's kind of raised, so I have to, there we go. Oh yeah. See what we're getting there? Yay, he brought it in. Thank you. I'll show you guys that in a few minutes. Let's finish this. Thanks, Mom. Moms are the best, aren't they? My phone is up there, so I can't just text them easily. I mean, I think I can through the computer, but it would take me a minute to figure it out. So it's just easier. Okay, this has turned out really nicely. You guys know how much I like my distressing. Can you see all that goodness in there? Okay, now I don't think much of this is going to show, but we're going to go ahead and do it anyways. Okay. Now, where's my gator? Here's my gator. We're going to go back here and sand a couple of this just to kind of even it out a little. Computer time's up. Mama, my grandchildren. I've got Meemaw. I don't think I have Mama. Okay. This is good. I got a good amount of distressing going on. Okay. So we have our little box. I know it's kind of hard to see with the white. The dogs are just having a fit out there. Okay, so let me clean this mess up a little bit. I don't need to wear this. Okay. Did you know that sells cigar boxes? Oh, that would be cool. All right. So we are going to use, I think we're going to use this one. This one looks a little more spring to me, and I want to use the one that looks a little more summer. So I'm going to go ahead and cut it. Now, I do like to tear, but I'm going to cut it to start. Now, this is on rice paper. This is the print that I bought. The print, I had her ship me the whole thing, the print, not just a digital download, which she does have available as well. So we're going to do that. I think that's going to be really pretty. We're going to slide it down a little, though, because I might add a little bow right in here, or some florals or something. I'm not sure. We're gonna gussy this up, but I think we're just gonna do that. Okay, so it's just gonna be this cute little box. Okay, so let's get, where's my mud punch? Here it is, I think that, yep, there it is. There's the Mod Podge. Oops, what did I just knock off? I just knocked off some paint. One moment. Now, Kathy has got some absolutely gorgeous prints on her website, and like I said, I've linked the link up there. And make sure you use the Kathy Creates 10, because then you can get 10% off of any non-sale thing. So I think for Earth Day yesterday, she had a sale for all of like the little like vintage seed pack things. I can't remember what she calls that. But she had that all on sale because of Earth Day. So you wouldn't be able to use the 10% on those, but you can use it on anything that is full price. Hi, Linda. Welcome. Hello, Miss Pamela. So we're going to sand off our edges once we get this good and adhered. Now you can be a little rougher with the rice paper than you can a napkin. You can really push on it. I mean, I would still be somewhat careful because you can still tear it, but it's a little more stable than a napkin would be. And these colors are just so pretty. I mean, look at that. Look how pretty that is. I love that print. Okay, where did I just put that little sander? I'm losing things today, ladies. There it is. I'm not sure. Yeah, I think I need to change my little sanding surface here. This one's got a lot of paint. It's stuck in it. It's not doing much. Okay. Now, we're just going to go around and sand this off. Okay, those two sides are off. Isn't this pretty? Very cheerful. I know, I just loved this print. I thought it was so pretty. It's just so vibrant and bright. Summery gorgeousness. Okay. Now, okay, so we have it on our box. Now, as you can see, I did cut off just a smidge, if you can see, you know, right there, but it's pretty close to being a perfect fit for it. It is a pretty print. I really like that one. Okay, so now I'm going to cover it with Mod Podge because that way, we can go around our edges really well, make sure we're really adhered down. And then also this just seals it. So, you know, any grubby little fingers that might grab it, you know, you'd be able to wipe it off easily. If you didn't do this step, you wouldn't be able to, and it would just ruin the print. We're going to do this. I almost have this done. I'm going to go around those edges, make sure our edges are very well adhered. We don't want it lifting. And just smoothing out my brush strokes. Okay, I think that is pretty good. All right, so we are done with that part. Miss Penny. The print is everything. The print is what totally does this. I am going to turn my glue gun on. So I think we are going to. Now, I did say that, you know, I was going to not do things to the sides besides just painting it, but I think this is really a cute little piece that, you know, you could pop on a counter, on a bookcase, on a shelf. You know, it'd be super cute that way. But I have some flowers that are going to match it fairly well that I thought, I mean, look at how these are going to match this. I thought these would look really pretty in a little bow type thing. So we're going to mess around with that and see what we can come up with. I have, of course, we need to pull in my buffalo plaid. That goes without saying. As you know, we have to do that. So there will definitely be buffalo plaid in our bow. And then I think I'm going to use this white burlap as well. I don't think I'm going to use the brown, but I think we're going to use the white. Oh, we got some pine cones left over from Christmas. And if you can't tell, I really need to clean this craft room. That's going to be on the agenda here in the next few weeks. Maybe. We're going on vacation in 3 weeks, so I don't know that I'll get to it before then, but if not, it will be after. Okay, so I'm going to dovetail to make my bow. Okay, so you're just going to fold it in half, flip it upside down, cut from the outside bottom corner up to the center, and you get a nice little dovetail. And we're going to do the same thing with our buffalo plaid. And this whole spool of buffalo plaid came from Miss Bonnie Bonar. She sent me this in some Happy Mail. I mean, look at this. I got this huge spool of buffalo plaid. She knows me well. That, I think on that one, she sent me several, actually. I had like 3 or 4 different buffalo plaids, different thicknesses. Okay. My girl knows me, that's for sure. All right. Let's move this stuff aside. Let's grab some twine. If you go up and click, Lynn, on, make sure you're following, first of all. And then if you, I think up in the right-hand corner, the 3 dots, you can mark as a favorite, and it's more likely to show. But again, it's kind of all up to FB whether or not it does or not. So that's the best we can do. All right, so now we're going to do a little raffia. Yeah, we're going to go regular raffia. I was debating if I wanted to do white, but I think we're going to go with natural. So we're going to pull a couple pieces of raffia out. There you go. Thank you, Kelly. I appreciate that. Okay, and for my subscription group ladies, just a reminder, our live craft night on Zoom is this Saturday at 7. So make sure you have your kit and your supplies, and we will make an adorable little birdhouse, which I will be doing a reveal on that for you all to see what we're doing. It's very cute. And today is the last day to get in on this next month's subscription box. So if you are interested, go to my website and look up. I have 2 different levels. I have the deluxe and I have the simple. The deluxe is everything. You get paint brushes, you get a little paper plate for a palette. If you need Mod Podge, if you need ribbon, any kind of embellishments, I send all of that in the deluxe, and that is $39 shipped to your house. And then as well as the craft kit, because there's always a kit involved. And then if you are a seasoned crafter, have a ton of stuff, you don't want a bunch of extra embellishments, bottles of paint, because I also send full bottles, like the 2-ounce size bottles of paint, whatever paint we need. So I've sent as many as I think 5 or 6 have went in a couple of kits. Usually it's 3 or 4. There's been a couple that have been more, but I send those as well. So if you already have a huge supply of paint, paint brushes, all the things, then I have a simple kit, which is $32, and that is just the wood pieces. Okay. I'm not showing you what I'm doing. Okay, so you're going to take your ribbon and you're going to fold it in thirds, kind of cheating your ends down so that it looks like this, okay? And then you're just going to put it down on your table. And then you're going to do the exact same thing with the other ribbon, okay? Just like so. And you're going to put that down. And then we're going to lay this right across. This might actually be too big. I may not like this. We're going to see. Now that I'm looking at it, I think it might be too big. You're seasoned, but still took the full kit. Okay. Yeah, and you can. And my girls, I've had a few of them now that started with the deluxe, and then they scaled down because, you know, they can only use so many bottles of paint because obviously one project doesn't use up the whole paint. And so they were getting overloaded with paint, so they drop back to just the simple. So, and that's a great way to start, just to kind of see what it's all about, see if you like it. And then we also do a live Zoom every month, so I get to know y'all, and it's just really fun. And even if you're not live, that's fine, because I save that into our private Facebook group. We have a private group for our subscription, and I post those videos there. And as soon as I figure out how to post them privately to YouTube, they'll be there as well. I'm not real sure on how to do that yet. So that's my next step, because all of my live videos, all of these ones that I do on like Crafter on the Clock or just my page in general, I put also out on YouTube. So I will be doing that with the subscription group as well, because as you know, Facebook is deleting videos after 30 days. So they won't be out there. So let's see. Yeah, I don't like that. That's too big. Okay, so let's scale it back. Let's just do the buffalo plaid. And let's see what that looks like. And we're going to do it smaller. This is the joys of crafting. You can change things as you go. Oh, perfect, Lynn. Yeah, that's great. So you'll end up with, that'll be a great resource for you to get rid of some of that paint. I know Penny, one of my other ladies in my group, she was making chalk paint with a lot of the leftovers, and that way she could use up, you know, in a little different way. So yeah, there's different things you can do, but that is a perfect idea. And you get an instruction sheet and, you know, just all the goodies, whatever we need. And this month's kit that we're doing this Saturday had a lot of goodies, because it's a little birdhouse. And I put a bird in there. There's a little flower pot. There's a flag. There's a lot on that one. There's some Spanish moss. So yeah, there was a lot. Now some of them aren't, yeah, that's much better. That is better. We got that or this. This is way too big for this little piece. So we're going to do that, and then we're going to put a little bit of floral with it. We'll save that bow for something else. Lynn is in Buffalo. Yes, I do have to download the Zoom. Yeah, and that's what I do. I record it. Now, last month I forgot to record it, so then I did a separate live separately because I forgot completely to record it. So that was a bit of a fail, but we made it work. I just did a separate video with all of of putting the kit together. So, and you also get printed instructions, so you'll always have that as well. So we're going to cut a few of these off. And all of our kits come with what I call a sticky back. So it all will stick together very easily. You won't have to use any glue. Let's see. Now, these are a little too long, I think. Can we shorten this up? Let's see. How can we do this? I don't really want them sticking out that far. Let's see. We smush this all together and we can cut this stem off. So it's got a long one. Let's see, is that better? I think that might do it. Yeah, I think we're just going to go with those two. I think that's plenty. This is such a delicate little piece. I don't want to overload it. Tracy, I haven't really checked pieces to see what I'll do yet. There you go. Yeah, Miss Tracy likes to go rogue, and I love that. So Miss Tracy's been in the group since day one, since I started it, and she is so creative and always comes up with something very unique to do with them. And I absolutely love seeing everybody's creativity and how different they all look, even though it's the same kit. I just think it's really cool. I really enjoy that. So it is your kit to do with what you want, and I expect you to just go crazy. Do your thing. Okay, how are we doing? We still have plenty of time. All right, so then I just tie that floral right onto the back of the bow with the twine that I use to tie it. Okay. Yep, and I think we're just going to set that right there. Okay, you guys seeing what I'm thinking here? Look how pretty that is. I really like that. Okay, so we're going to put that right here. I'll put some glue right there and right here. Ouch. And hold and try not to burn myself. Yes, Lynn, I'm excited for you to be in the group with us. Super excited. Miss Lynn is our most recent member to join. Okay. All right. So I'm thinking we need something right here in the middle. And I have some. Thank you, Miss Karen. Oh, thanks, Tracy. I appreciate you. Tracy's one of my girls. She's been around for a while with me, and I couldn't appreciate her more. All right, I have these little hearts. Let's see if this is too big. These little heart button things. I don't think I like that. I also have some little buttons. Let's see. Maybe we can, they're brown, but we can always paint one. Yeah, I don't know why I didn't staple it. Well, I do too, because I thought about if I want to take it off to use it this way, it'll be easier to take it off with the hot glue. I can just heat it up and I won't have the holes and all of that. If I decide I want to flip it over and use it the other way. Okay, yep, that'll work. But we're going to paint it because it's brown and I want a white button. Miss Penny is another one of my girls. I think I see 3 of you on here. I see Penny, Tracy, and now Lynn. I'm not sure I saw anybody else, but we have a lot of fun. It's a good group of ladies, and it's just fun. And, you know, not everybody pops on. Usually I actually only have a couple of y'all that pop on live with me. And it varies from month to month, and that's fine. But I just really enjoy that time, and it's just a lot of fun. So I'm going to put this on a little piece of tape so it's easier to hold. And then we're just going to paint this guy white. Let's give this a quick dry. Oh, good. Good. I'm glad she loves it. I've got some really snarky things coming. A couple of them I've already done. One I don't think I'll do live just because it's a little much. But it's so cute. I got paint in the hole of the button. It's got a cactus, a succulent, and I don't know if I should even say this because I don't know if Facebook will flag me. It says don't be a PRICK because I don't know if Facebook will flag me for saying that. So it's a little on the edgy side, but anybody that has succulents and likes that sort of thing, I think would really enjoy that. So I made them, and they will be on my website. So if you're interested in something snarky and a little edgy, it will be on the website. And I'll probably do a post for it here in a few days. Typically, yes. Typically, I'm on Craft Around the Clock on Wednesdays at 7. Typically, this week was different because our anniversary was yesterday, and I wanted to not be doing this. I wanted to spend time with my husband. So, I changed my live to tonight. And it's usually at 7, but this week and next it's at 7:45. Ouch, darn it. I couldn't get my 7 o'clock time slot. Yeah, the kit is usually done the last Saturday of the month unless it's like a holiday weekend or something like that. Then we'll change it up. But okay, so we added that little white button to the center. I just painted the white button. Okay. So, and again, like I said, if I want to flip this over, put the handle back on it, use it as it was intended as a little basket, all I would have to do is just use my heat tool. As you can see, this just popped back on just like that. So all I would have to do is use my heat tool, pop that right off, and I'd be in business. Okay. So that gives you options. It's a 2-for-1 type craft, which I always like. Those are always great for me. I like to have multi-purpose things. A lot of my kits actually, well, not a lot, a few of my kits have two-sided. Like I have a snowman pumpkin stand thing that, it's a snowman on one side, a pumpkin on the other. I got a couple of them. Okay. So this is the Mother's Day, and this comes with an easel to sit it on. All right. So I had my little grandkids put their little handprints on it last weekend. And it says, all that we are or hope to be, we owe to you. That's what's etched down here. And then it's got the flower stems, and we can go from 1 to 4 children. Now, obviously, if the kids' hands are bigger, like Ava's hand, this is Ava's, and she's 7, so hers is a little bit bigger. This is Emmett, who's only 2, so you can see his is a little smaller. But if you did all 4, this design would be a little different, what's etched in here. For 1, 2, 3, or 4. This is for the 2. They might have to overlap a little, so I would just use a different colored paint. It'd be super cute and easy to do, but I love this. This is so cute, and they both had a blast doing it. But little Emmett wasn't sure he wanted to stick his hand in the paint until, yeah, the gnome was 2-sided too. That's right, Tracy. I forgot about that. It was Valentine's on one side and spring on the other. Yep, I knew there was a couple, but I couldn't remember what the other one was. But anyway, so this is on the website as well. you know, we can ship this out right away. It takes just a minute to cut these, so these would go out right away. Probably, you know, if you ordered now, I'd have it out by Monday at the latest. So there'd be plenty of time to get it done for Mother's Day. Okay. And if you're local, I have a make and take on the Saturday before Mother's Day up at Unvaulted Treasures for this, for kids to come in and do that for their mamas. Mamas, grandmas, aunties, whatever. So, all right, ladies, that is all I have for you tonight. I have a couple of minutes left, but we're going to go ahead and wrap things up. So I appreciate you all. And this was our sweet little project from tonight. Again, this is a digital deco design print. The link is in, my affiliate link is in the description of the video. If you do decide to purchase any of the prints on her website, make sure you use the Kathy Creates 10. That will give you 10% off of any full price purchase. Okay, I believe that's also for the downloads as well as the prints themselves. Okay, so everyone have a fabulous evening, and we will see you soon. Bye-bye.